Mr. Eltang, good afternoon. Thank you very much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So you're a very famous pipe maker and you make magnificent pipes in Denmark.
Thank you.
Could you please start by introducing yourself?
When I was 6 years old, going home from kindergarten, it was raining and I just wanted to take cover by a building, and in that building there was a little tobacco shop that had a cardboard advertising for some pipes in the window. And I looked at that and I thought, that might be something for me. I actually knew that I was going to be a pipe maker since I was 6 years old. As soon as I left school, I got an apprenticeship by a famous Danish pipe maker, a lady called Julie. After that, we had a big famous pipe shop in Copenhagen called Pipe Dan. And they needed a new repair guy. I worked there for 3 years doing repairs, and then some of my own pipes as well. That's the last time I had a boss. That was in '79. And then I started my own workshop. So I've been making it for 50 years, full time. And it has been the best decision I ever took.
It's a passion.
As close as you can get to one, for me at least. I always said it's good to be a pipe maker, and I mean that from the heart. My father was a pipe smoker. From I was 10, I think, I could borrow one of his pipes on Saturday and have a pipe. For me, just taking a piece of bruyere and making something out of it that somebody can appreciate for many, many years. And that is, I make the pipes to be smoked, not just to be admired.
There's a connection between the smoker and the pipe.
Yeah.
He's smoking, yeah.
I have 3 keywords when I make pipes, and that's proportion, harmony, and balance. Finding the pipe inside the block. I never have a plan. I just take a block and I go to my desk sander and I try to work with the bruyere to find the best possible pipe inside that block. I look at it as a cooperation between the block and me, because we killed a tree to get that block. So at least we have to do an effort to make something nice out of it. I like to make the type of pipes. That's also why I do basically classic shapes. Because the pipes that I like to make is the one that lives in somebody's pocket and becomes your friend. They have to look nice, but it's not why a pipe smoke well. What makes a good pipe is the mouthpiece. It has to be comfortable in the mouth, and then the whole draw thing and drilling has to be okay. We try to make smokers and not art pieces.
Yeah.
Pipe making is not an art. It's a craft. The lines you can see, but I've been struggling with the length of mouthpieces, and I still do. After 50 years, it's. I always do like this. That's a standard length of an Eltang pipe. It's my fist, and if nothing comes out, it's a short pipe, and if more comes out, it's a long pipe.
So for the finish of this pipe, it's a waxed finish?
Yeah, we never use lacquer.
Okay.
It's oil and wax. We don't close the wood. It has to be able to breathe as well and stuff like that. So, but if you just put a very thin layer of wax on, but a lot of time, it'll also keep it shiny longer. But it's also something that's taken me almost 50 years to perfect, and I'm not all the way there yet. There's still stuff to be learned. So the first 20 years you just struggle to learn everything. Yes. And then after 20 years you can start on the details.
So you believe that there's a bright future for pipe?
Pipe smoking went from being an addiction to being a hobby. And also I have customers where you walk into their apartments and then they have on the wall, there's 50 Eltangs, all snails and M's, and some pipe makers that a lot of people buy because as an investment, because I kept my prices. Nobody buys my pipes for investment because they don't go up in price, not very fast at least. So my customers buy them to smoke. I enjoy my pipe every time I light it, you know. When you light a pipe from the beginning, you know, it burns your tongue a little bit, and it's a little tough in the beginning. And then you get a place here in the middle, and especially sometimes if you let it go out and light it again, it can taste so good that you can almost hear the angels sing and the organs and the choirs, and you know, so it's the same with when you get really good food, you know.
Yeah.
The last thing I do before I leave the workshop in the evening is to fill a pipe and light it, and then it sits for the next day. But next year I'll get my government pension, and then I basically could sit down in my chair and do nothing. But it's not going to happen. So there'll be much more Eltang pipes coming. I can assure you that. I'll be back.